I want to take you back to a time when the appetite for gold was so feverish that Victoria's population tripled in just 3 years. This lust for wealth and gold penetrated every part of Victorian society. All of the risks involved with mining the gold were rendered insignificant the second somebody came across a nugget. Hello and welcome to Walhalla, a town perpetually trapped in this moment in time, our very own Pompeii. The film I am pitching today focuses on the experience of a miner who refused to believe his dream of finding gold was over. At the end of the 19th century, Walhalla had up to 5,000 residents, but by the time the First World War rolled around, the mines had dried up and there was nothing left in the hills to keep them there. The town's population, many of whom had become extremely wealthy, boarded trains and headed for Melbourne to start their new lives. We open at the old Walhalla railway station, where the last train full of miners is leaving for Melbourne. Our protagonist, John F. Taylor, cannot be coaxed into joining them for the trip into modernity. He's the last holdout in old Walhalla, and the mine is sure to reward his devotion. John marches back towards a now empty town, stopping off at the cemetery to say hello to old friends and to his shack to get supplies. He is headed towards the mine. The Long Tunnel Mine is a mind-blowing piece of engineering with over 8 kilometres of underground workings reaching a depth of nearly a kilometre. The climax of the film takes place in the mine, where John believes he has found a gold vein that will lead him to riches. What he refuses to see, however, is that this vein of gold will lead to his demise. A crumbling mind, an equally shaky mental state ensure he will never make it out of Walhalla alive. Walhalla is inherently a creepy and surreal space, and I would like to reflect this fact in the film. Surreal imagery, such as a recurring motif of a 4-piece band, accentuate both John's mental state and the eerie environment he has confined himself to. I would like to shoot the film in black and white, specifically on Kodak's 722 stock, which produces incredibly deep blacks and luminous silvery skin tones. Matched with the grittiness of the grain in the shadows, I believe it's the perfect stock for this period piece. I have put in work with both the Walhalla Tourism Board, who own and operate the Long Tunnel Extended Mine, and also the Walhalla Goldfields Railway Company. After much discussion about the project, I have received board approval from both bodies for any shooting in either location. For safety purposes, I've discussed the logistics of shooting in the mine with operator Jeff Anderson, and we've picked out a spot in the entryway of the mine which is extremely safe, close to power, and allows for use of natural or artificial lighting. I've also been granted permission to use the train for the opening scene, which is very exciting. Walhalla is a weird and wonderful place, and I would love to have you on board to capture the story of John F. Taylor, Walhalla's last holdout.